Creativity responds to safety. Safety is permission. Safety is warmth. Safety is steadiness. From within, safety sounds like this inside the self. I am allowed to begin. I am allowed to listen. I am allowed to take up space inside my own life. Welcome to The Authentic Creative, where we expand our capacity to feel good, one deep breath, one bold choice, and maybe a little bit of magic at a time. I'm Siri Baruch Thornton, healer, creative, and lifelong explorer of all things energy, self-expression, and joy. With over 26 years of experience in Reiki, Akashic Records, and transformational breathwork, I've learned that feeling good is not a luxury, it's a practice. And sometimes it's a little messy. This podcast is here to help you trust your intuition, break the rules, the ones that need breaking, and live more fully in your gifts. So give yourself a deep breath, get cozy, and let's dive in. Welcome. I'm really glad you're here. This is episode 1 in a 12-part devotional embodied companion to the Artist's Way. Before we go any further, I want to let you know exactly what we're going to do together today so you can settle in. I'm going to share a little context about this book and why it has mattered so deeply in my life. I'm going to reflect on the first chapter, which is about recovering a sense of safety. We're going to do a short, gentle breath work and visualization together. And then I'll let you know how to continue with this series if it feels supportive. You do not need to have read the book. You do not need to do anything perfectly. Just being here is enough. I recommend starting with this episode and moving through the series in order at your own pace. Some people will listen once a day, some once a week. You get to choose a rhythm that works for your actual life. This series is a space for remembering, for returning, for breath, truth, and creative restoration. Before we begin, I want to offer a little orientation. So if you are new to the Artist's Way, here's what matters to know. This book has been passed hand to hand for decades. It has lived inside creative circles, book clubs, living rooms, kitchens, notebooks, and long walks around the block. People return to it at different seasons of life, after creative blocks, after motherhood, after loss, after rejection, after the world has asked a little too much for a little too long. And if you are well-versed in this work, if you have walked through the book before or even led Artist's Way circles yourself, I see you. This series is an invitation to experience the work in a different way, to let it live in your body, to breathe with it, to feel what it stirs inside instead of managing it. My role here with you is simple, is to walk beside you, to offer reflection, breath, and presence as you move through the chapters in your own way. For clarity, these are my personal reflections inspired by this book. This series is not affiliated with the author or the publisher. If you feel called, I encourage you to have the book and explore it alongside this journey. Now let us begin. A little poem for you guys. There's a place inside you that never stopped listening, even when you learned to be quiet, even when you learned to perform, even when the world taught you what was acceptable to want. That place is still here, waiting to be felt, to be trusted, to be welcomed. Safety is something you remember, one breath at a time. And today, we begin there. When I was 19, my acting teacher recommended the Artist's Way to our class. At the time, I had no idea it would become one of the most important spiritual companions of my life. It became a doorway into what God meant to me. God is creativity, God is listening, God is trust, God is aliveness moving through the body. Because prior to that, I just didn't really have much relationship with God. Over the years, I have bought many copies of this book, and I've written all over all of them. I've returned to them again and again. After rejection, after becoming a mother, after seasons when the world felt heavy, narrowing, or demanding. What I love about this book is that it holds up over time. It meets you wherever you are. It does not require you to be the same person you were the last time that you opened it. And so much of what blocks creativity is our conditioning. We learn to edit ourselves, to brace, to shrink desire before we even admit it exists. This book offers a way back, and returning to ourselves is something we do again and again across a lifetime. This series is my way of walking beside you in that return. Recovering a sense of safety. The first chapter is about safety. Makes so much sense. Safety in our nervous system, safety in our body. We must feel safe before we can do anything in terms of being creative and recovering. Safety is where this creativity begins. Before creativity can move, the body needs enough safety to listen. Before expression can happen, there needs to be enough safety to feel. Before we can create, there needs to be enough safety to want what we want. Many of us learned early on that creativity came with conditions: approval, performance, criticism, comparison. Over time, those experiences can become internalized. A voice that says, be careful. Do not want too much. Do not have expectations. Do not take up space. Do not have freedom. Do not express. Do not fly somewhere you've never been before. Do not begin unless you know how it ends. This chapter invites us back into gentleness. Creativity responds to safety. Safety is permission. Safety is warmth. Safety is steadiness. From within, safety sounds like this inside the self. I am allowed to begin. I am allowed to listen. I am allowed to take up space inside my own life. Today is about making a little more room, expanding our capacity through safety. A little more breath, a little more kindness toward yourself. Now we're going to move into a short breathwork and visualization. You can sit or lay down. If it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes, if it's safe. If not, you can just soften your gaze. If you're driving, obviously, keep your eyes wide open. Stop multitasking, though, if you're able to, just for a few minutes. The emails will survive. Bring one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly, and begin by noticing your breath exactly as it is. Feel the weight of your body being held by the chair, by the floor, by the earth beneath you. Now gently invite a slow inhale through the nose. Let it rise into the chest, and a long, easy exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale slow and steady. Exhale soft and unforced. Let the exhale be a message of reassurance. You are here. You are held. You are allowed to slow down. It's safe to slow down. And with each breath, imagine your body receiving this truth. You are safe enough in this moment. Now imagine a gentle presence within you, something steady and kind. It might feel like warmth, or light, or spaciousness. Let this presence feel welcoming. As you continue breathing, imagine a quiet room inside you. Perhaps putting your awareness behind your eyes in the center of your head. A room with no expectations. A room that belongs only to you. Notice what it feels like to be here. Notice if the breath softens. Notice if the body settles. If it feels right, silently say to yourself, I am allowed to begin. I am allowed to listen. Stay here for a few more breaths. And when you are ready, gently bring your awareness back. Feel your hands. Feel the space around you. And when it feels right, open your eyes. Before we close, I want to name what we just did together. I shared a little about this book and why it has mattered in my life. We explored the first chapter, which is about recovering a sense of safety. And we practiced letting safety live in the body through breath and imagination. This is the foundation for everything that comes next. Safety is a practice we return to. It is the ground. It is the beginning. It is the place we come back to when the world gets loud. As you move through this series, I encourage you to listen in order. And I invite you to choose an inspiration partner, a creative companion, someone you trust. You might listen to each mini-sode and then simply share what resonated. A sentence, a feeling, a moment of recognition. If this work is resonating and you want to be fully held through it, I offer a private 12-session breathwork and Reiki journey inspired by these chapters. Each session is a space to embody the themes, deepen safety, and recover yourself with support. You are welcome to reach out to me directly if you feel curious and want to explore whether it is a fit. I'm also hosting the Authentic Creative Breathwork and Reiki by the Sea, May 3rd to 6th. There are currently, in this moment, 3 spots remaining. If you feel drawn, email me and we will see together if it's right for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for beginning. I will see you in the next episode. And if today's conversation stirred something in you, here are a few ways we can go deeper together. So the Authentic Creative Podcast, where you are now, make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss more conversations like this. And if you loved this one, share it with a friend who needs that. One-on-one work for private Reiki, breathwork, Akashic sessions where we can go right into your unique medicine. You can connect with me. Once again, thank you for being here, for listening, for expanding your capacity to feel good alongside me. I'm sending you love and I can't wait to connect again soon. Loving you.